Yo, what's going on, guys? Nate Wachowski back at it with the Warrior Mindset Wednesdays. Coming at you today with a three-part series. Today is video number 1 of that three-part series. And what this three-part series is gonna focus on is goals. We're gonna go through exactly what goals are, how to write goals, how to look at what other people have done that you aspire to do, and kind of deconstruct what they did along their journey in order to get to the point where they are, and how you can use that in order to write your goals and see where you line up on your journey in order to do the same exact thing. So today, like I said, we're gonna be talking about goals. And what are goals? There's a lot of different ways in order to think about goals. There's a lot of different ways in order to write your goals. Ultimately, goals are the things that you want to accomplish in your life, in your career, in your sport, that drive you every single day. I'm really gonna break it down today on what goals are and actually how you can think about goals and how you can write your goals. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to find your vision. This is gonna be your big goal, the overarching goal that drives everything else that you do. Now this can change throughout your career. Like for example, when I was in middle school, my goal was to make the varsity hockey team in high school. And then once I got to high school, I wanted to play Division I baseball. And when I was playing baseball, didn't make Division I, made Division II, I wanted to play in the MLB. So you have this overarching, this big goal, this vision, long term. Think long term. Think of where you want to be 5, 10, 15 years from now, and then we're going to work backwards. The next thing that you need to do is you need to find out your priorities. What is important to you in your life? Is it friends? Is it family? Is it your sport? You need to figure out those things in your life, those categories that you have in your life, and figure out what the most important things are to you. And with your priorities, list them from what is most important to what is least important. This way, you'll be able to see what exactly is important to you. This really kind of weeds out and really shows you what things you're going to have to sacrifice. You know, if hanging out with friends or having a social life is lower on the list, well, guess what? Your friends are gonna have to do without you. They're gonna have to do the things that they wanna do without you, because that stuff's just not important to you, and that is totally fine. This is so personal to exactly what you want. It's things like that. You need to be able to give up things in order to get the thing that you want. That's a huge thing that everyone needs to realize. There's gonna be a lot of sacrifice in your life in order for you to reach the goals that you want. You're gonna have to give up things. You're gonna have to stay up late. You're gonna have to wake up early. It's those things and those priorities in your life that are gonna drive you to reaching your goals. Now let's finally talk about writing your goals. So first off, when you're thinking about writing your goals, think about what you want to accomplish. That's probably the first big question that you want to ask yourself. You already have kind of that big vision for yourself, that big thing that you want to achieve, that thing that you can see yourself doing 5, 10, 15 years from now. And then you have the priorities, those things that are important to you. So you can see we're kind of working backwards now. We've had what that big thing is 5, 10 years from now. And then we have your priorities. Now let's get smaller. What are those things that you need to do on a monthly, a quarterly, every 6 months? What do you want to accomplish in the next 6, 9, 12 months? That's what your main goals are going to be looking at. We're not talking about long term. We're kind of going down into what do you want to accomplish in the next year. And so we wrote down your priorities because we needed to get some sort of direction. We needed to figure out, again, what is important to you in your life. Without any direction, you have no idea where you want to go. That's where the vision, the priorities, that's where they come into play. They give you that direction in order for you to really get laser focused in on what exactly you want. So let's talk about actually writing down your goals. And I'm gonna give you some ideas that you can use in order to write down your goals. This is gonna be huge because you can just go and just write some goals down, but are they going to be as effective as the way that I'm going to tell you right now? Probably not. And it's very important because this is where the whole psychology comes into place with writing down your goals, is that they have to follow this sort of blueprint, or they're not going to really be that effective, and you're going to kind of forget about them, and they're not going to be that important to you. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to make every goal specific. The detail really does count. This is not a time to really, go for a big, broad picture of what you want. Get super specific. If you want to gain 20 pounds, say, hey, I want to gain 20 pounds. Don't just say, I want to gain weight. You see what I'm saying? Or if you want to make a team, don't just say, oh, I want to make the varsity team. Say, I want to be the starting shortstop on the varsity baseball team. See, get super specific with the goals that you want to create. The next thing that you want to do is you want to make these goals measurable. The way you make them measurable is that you really find out goals that you want to accomplish. This is how you're going to stay motivated throughout the whole entire process of achieving these goals. So make every single goal measurable. The next thing is you need to make these goals achievable. So you need to figure out how you're going to accomplish them. Think about that throughout when you're writing these down. You might have some goals that you're thinking about, but deep down inside, you really don't know how you're gonna get there. So write down the goals that you know firsthand on how to get there, or maybe you know someone that can help you get there. So that one is achievable. Now the last two are probably the most important, and the first one is going to be realistic. You don't want to shoot too high, you don't want to shoot too low either, you don't want to sell yourself short, but you want to kind of shoot for goals that are kind of in the middle, that you know that you can achieve, but are going to push you, that are going to get you out of your comfort zone. We don't want to make you get down on yourself by shooting for these crazy goals that you might have and not actually achieving them. We want to make goals and have goals that we know we can achieve, that we know are going to push us to our limits, that we know are going to be worth fighting for every single day. And the last thing that you want to do with these goals when you're writing them out is make them timely. Put a date on them. That is going to be huge. That gives you a deadline. There's a reason why in school, teachers, they give you homework assignments and give you deadlines on them, because they want them on that day. They know that they want them to get done. And that's the same way you need to treat your goals. You need to give them a deadline. I'm going to throw this hard by this date, or I'm going to be 20 pounds heavier by this date. Everything needs to have a date on it. Timely is so important. I can't even stress how important it is to really put a date down that you want to accomplish that goal. So again, to just go through those again, make those goals specific, make them measurable, make them achievable, make them realistic, and then make them timely. Put a date on those goals. Now the last thing that we're gonna do in writing your goals is going to be the daily strategy. What are you gonna do every single day in order to get closer to your goal? This is the grind, this is the journey, this is the process. This is the part that you need to fall in love with. I'm telling you, this is so important. That daily grind, you have to love every second of it, because if you don't love it, I'm telling you, you're not gonna be motivated. You're not gonna wake up every single day on fire, wanting to just get after it and achieve all those goals that you have written down. Figure out what are those things that you need to do every single day. That's gonna be the everyday grind. And you need to look at what you need to do every single day, because it needs to be done every single day. Do you need to work out every single day? Do you need to take 100 swings? Do you need to take 500 ground balls? It's just whatever that you think that you need to do in order to reach your goals. That's going to be your daily strategy. Do you need to wake up early? Do you need to go to bed late? Whatever it is, that is up to you. This has to be super personal to you, because if it's not personal to you, I can tell you the things that you need to do in order to reach your goals, or I can give you goals that you want to have. But if they have no meaning to you, if they're not something that burns inside of you every single day, you're not going to wake up on fire wanting to achieve them. They're not going to be something that you're motivated to do every single day. So figure out deep down inside what it is that you want to accomplish, and the things that you need to do every single day in order to accomplish it. So just to recap this video on goals, what goals are and goal setting. First off, you need to make your vision. What is that thing that you want to accomplish? That overriding thing, that thing that you want to be in 5, 10, 15 years, that is going gonna drive you every single day. And the next thing you need to do is figure out your priorities. What's important to you right now? What's not important to you right now? Write them down in order from the most important to the least important and figure out what your direction is. The next step is actually writing down those goals. And like I said, you want to make them specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. This way, you're going to have really great goals, things that are going to motivate you every single day, and things that are burning inside of you that you need to wake up and get after every single day. And the final thing is that daily strategy, the most important part, the grind, the process, the things that you need to do every single day that are going to get you closer to your goals. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you're actually writing down your goals. I didn't just make this video for you to not do anything. I want you to take action right now. Next week is week number 2 of this 3-week series. Hope to see you then. Have a great week.